Hi guys, this is Breaker, and I'm back with another replay that I took from Cast It, and it looks like the map that we are on today is going to be Bel'Shir, Vestige, LE. Both of our players, let me give them their introductions. I forget who exactly is the uploader, but in the upper left-hand corner spawning is our Terran Ed the Red Trunks. His name is Syss. Very unique name at that, yes. The lower right-hand corner spawning is our Zerg in the Blue Trunks. I give you all Lucoda. Also, another unique name. Interestingly enough, it looks like perhaps Lucoda came into this game slightly AFK. I just want to go back and check something real quick. Oh yeah, look at how many minerals we see Lucoda floating. Yeah, that's definitely came into the game AFK. That was not a 6-pull attempt, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing that gave that away is the fact that we see the Overlord just now moving. Oh, man. So here we go. The SUV is now kind of moving out. Trying to get in, I wouldn't say too terribly early scout on his opponent, but, you know, just playing it standard. You'll have to pardon me as I have just gotten finished donating plasma, so perhaps my casting is going to sound just a little bit subpar. Won't be the worst in the world, but I'll try and sound as far away from bronze as humanly possible. Okay, so here we go. Lucoda's still in this game relatively well, considering... Oh, but what is this? We have a proxy racks going down. This is going to be quite deviant. So we see the drone moving out. The question is, like, what's going to be the choice from here? Is Syss going to go with, you know, directly a second hatchery, or are we going to see... Oh, man. Boy, here comes the second SCV to throw down another proxy racks. There we go. It is down. I do have one drone moving out. What is this all about? This is a rather bizarre game, to say the very least. What? But, okay. Very standard play from at least from Lucoda, excuse me. Sorry about that. I went ahead and hit Control X because the colors on the minimap in their present position are just a little bit confusing. Okay, so here we go. Lucoda is now in the main and sees that there is something strange going on here. There's something amiss. Indeed, there is. He's trying to figure out just where his opponent might be with that, what's what I'm looking for, with that orbital command, that barracks, or anything in between. But I don't think he's going to find it here. And Syss, both of his barracks are finished up. They're going to start cranking out Marines now. They do, of course, have the War Pig skin on them, if I'm not mistaken. Now we have Syss pulling another SCV. It looks like he's probably going to throw down some kind of double, if not triple bunker over here. Triple bunkers is kind of expensive, but, you know, I would say double bunkers would be more than enough. Drones are being pulled now, and Lucoda's in World of Hurt presently. I'm not quite sure how he caught on to that. I think he just knew it was coming, and he was trying to gear up some kind of a timing, and he's just going at it just a little bit too late. It might have been worth his time to actually go ahead and cancel that hatchery and throw down a proxy somewhere, but we now see Lucoda in essentially a World of Hurt that it's going to take a miracle to recover from, to say the very least. But wait, what is this? Oh, okay, that's kind of clever. Well, it looks like for now, Lucoda's got a drone floating over here. Double spine crawlers going down in the natural, but, you know, with a constant stream of Marines getting covered out, I don't know what to make of that. Okay, so the drone's still just patrolling back and forth here, and we have a third spine crawler in production. Double extractors going down now for Lucoda as well. Not for the extractor trick, not at all. First queen just now finishing up, and spine crawler once finished. Looks like, wow, everything gets out of here alive. 0 losses for Terran right now. Well, actually he lost 1 introducers and all that. Oh, it must have been the salvage bunker. Yeah, makes perfect sense to me. Okay, so now the damage has been done, but almost nothing done economically speaking. If we were to see our Zerg Expo right now, you'd see that he's actually in a pretty acceptable position, and that's all because, well, I mean, our Terran didn't really want to go in there and deal with the static defenses, but I want to say there was a lot of micro work he could have done to really, really ruin Lucoda's world, to say the very least. All 3 spine crawlers moving forward. Defensive bunker going up, and now we have Syss going for his natural. I think both players are going to be even in that aspect, but if we look at how many workers we have right now, it's going to be slightly ahead for Zerg after this batch of drones finishes. Yeah, I mean, just look at that. They're already rallied to the natural because the main's already oversaturated. Gas, oh boy, I think harvesting on that could have been a little bit faster. No metabolic boost down just yet. And it looks like we got an Overlord floating outside the main of Lucoda, or excuse me, not Lucoda, but Syss. Thing about the privileged thing about the double proxy racks is that it allows a player to transition however he so chooses. It could be a bio follow-up, it could be a 1-on-1 follow-up. And, you know, I'm thinking that this barracks right here, it's just gonna... Oh, okay, given the fact that he's trying to make a tech lab, I don't quite know what to make of that just yet. Perhaps it'll be a bio follow-up, but the only thing that's really gonna sell me right now is if we see double engineering bays. Okay, so there it is. The Marine gets surrounded and taken down. Double extractors down at the natural, and it looks like we have our Zerg just concentrating on getting gas. Presently, my knowledge of the game permits that maybe we're gonna see some kind of a Nidus all-in. There is a third going down now, but then again, I mean, just like, if you just check the overall shot economy of our Zerg right now, the gas income's really high. And this is what's selling me that we're going to have, this is selling to me the idea that we will see our Terran go to bio follow-up. The stem is now in research, and we have a reactor on that little barracks right there, yeah. And now the question is, where does our Zerg have vision of his opponent's main that his opponent does not? It looks like this would be the safest area to put that if he were to go with a Nidus, but there's not one in production just yet. So what on earth is he going to do with that extremely fast layer tech? I want to say to the point that, did he skip metabolic boost? No, it couldn't be. He skipped metabolic boost. Okay, fast fire. I like that move. We're just gonna look and see where it is. It's going down in the natural right now. But we have these Hellions moving out to assert their hegemony. Declare their hegemony on the natural, if not the third of our Zerg. But right now, I would say the biggest thing that's working against Lucoda is I don't think he quite has what it takes to really, you know, hold off against this. I like the immediate Spire follow-up, but it looks like those Hellions, like, if they had just run right past that Spine Crawler wall, they would have gotten into the main, no trouble. But the third, as it is right now, is relatively exposed. Drone coming out of it, gets taken down. Alright, and we have one more Hellion joining the fray, and this is basically our Zerg catching on to the now imminent bio follow-up. The question is, when will the mutas hit, and how many of them will there be? 3 Marines versus 10 mutas, it's a no-brainer, the 10 mutas will win. But the question is, how will those mutas be used? Where will they be made? And it looks like, you know, our Zerg, again, ever so watchful, he's actually making 12 mutas, and he's not making any of them off of his hatch at the third. This is important for 2 reasons. One, larvae can be killed very quickly, even when in the form of eggs. And, you know, he's going to lose a third at the same time. And 2, if he sees them morphing here at the main, or at the third, not that he can see from clicking on the egg, but, oh wait, this third, I don't know, is it going to fall? No, it's not. I would say it would have been more than worth it to trade the third for the game! Oh, but it falls! It looks like it was an in-vain sacrifice, but now we see that there are 3 missile turrets in production. Oh, but if these mutas hit just in time to take down that missile turret, I think they could do it, but no. These Marines are already here. The third has been taken down, so it's not even going to serve in the essence of a macro hatch. It's been retaken. Muta's back in the main, trying to do as much damage as possible. But, you know, dodging the pepper shots of Marines isn't going to help. They do have stim, but, of course, it's not about the stim. It's actually about, you know, I'm trying to think. What's the word I'm looking for? It's just the fact he can't really use stim, is what I'm trying to say. Not without losing a good deal of HP on his Marines and having the, you know, just basically a bunch of wasted shots. And he can't really... And he doesn't want to use stim too much because his medevac count is extremely low presently. It's not critical in the essence of a timing attack or anything of that nature, but, you know. Okay, so here we have the mutas floating just outside the main yet again. No combat shields for these Marines. No, not even a single one. 45 HP on those Marines, those softies. Oh, but this is really critical. Syss is gonna get a huge lead with this. All those barracks, like, it doesn't matter if he has or has no reactors here, but right now he is fully focused on getting some mineral income. We need to see our Zerg become just a little more aware of this. Yes, if Lucoda continues to play like this, he's gonna be playing from really far behind. This is a chance to take down a good deal of SCVs and clog the infrastructure of his opponent. He's doing it right now. And wait, what's going on here? Whoa, 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 whoa! It looks like all the barracks have kind of ceased their construction for now. 4 of them get canceled. Looks like 3 of them are finished. Yeah. And now we have the mutas just taking down the tech lab. They got combat shields to cancel. That's kind of big, actually. And checking up, that was the only barracks with a tech lab on it. It is not being rebuilt yet, so that means we're actually going to see combat shields suffer for a while. And that will be extremely critical because the banelings, the connections they make, will be all the more valuable. I mean, sure, to the best of my knowledge, there is no banelings made. Hell, we just now see metabolic boost finishing up. But of course, I think this is kind of a wise decision by Lucoda. He had to do something, he realized that, and he decided to go with it. And now he's trying to put the hurt on his opponent, make him hurt, give him pain, do him pain, whatever have you. And it looks like he managed to get 2 reactors, and he's not overcommitting to mutas right now. I actually like this. He's actually going for a switch into infestors right now, or so it would seem. He notices that there's an insanely high marine count, very low number of marauders. So if we actually see the fungal growths connect beautifully, and, you know, it doesn't have to be the Marines in front. In fact, that would be a detriment. If he could get the Marines that are in back, then he would essentially keep his army from moving back, and the banelings would chase them down while simultaneously getting the Marines that are stuck and can't move. Anywho, but presently speaking, those infestors aren't going to be ready in time. This is all going to come down to this engagement, really. He's getting kind of a surround, if you will. He's got a good concave. His opponent doesn't have combat shields. He's got no widow mines. Actually, just as I say that, 1 or 2 do show up to the fight right now. But if just 1 connection is good, then that could, you know, basically turn this around in the other direction. I don't know if... Jeez, the 3rd is now under siege, just from a handful of Marines. But again, you know, if it falls, I don't know who's going to come out on top in this. You know, the mutas are just trying so desperately to go in there and pepper away, but they can't. And now it just seems like our Terran is winning from a Marine overmax with very little other unit diversity. Oh boy, forward Widow Mines burrowing. We do have Overseers in the mix. That means we'll have the Lings and the Banelings able to take those down. But now the 3rd is fallen and the drones that were on it are getting pulled back. This, if we see Lucoda win, will be the biggest comeback I've ever seen. Here we go, Terran moving forward. Actually, Zerg moving forward, getting surrounded from all angles. The Baneling connections are actually very smooth. Oh boy, and now we have the mutas coming in to mop up the remaining Marines. There it is, the GG from Syss. Perhaps a little preemptive. He actually didn't lose a whole lot of workers. And if we check the income right now, it's, you know, I don't know, did he have a 3rd? He didn't, but his main was about to go dry. In fact, 3 of the patches were already mined away. I can see his frustration and his reason for leaving, but of course, if he had simply perhaps, I don't know, macroed up a little bit more, and by macroing up a little bit more, I mean just making a command center and calling down mules on it, he would have been good to go, but, you know, this just makes me think, you know, if Idra played Terran, he would definitely have been this guy. Alright, so this has been Breaker, guys. I'll see you next time.